Anyways, here we go. Let's read this. Guy from London. Look at this. All the way across the fucking pond. Needs advice about girl with STD. Jesus Christ, you guys are fucking killing me this week. I'm a Londoner who just discovered your stand-up podcast. I got to tell you, you're one of the best comedians. Thank you, man. That's fucking awesome. You know how great that is? To hear from another country. You make me laugh from the pit of my stomach, which is a pretty special gift to give someone, so thank you. Thank you. All right, let's see if I can help you out of your fucking problem here. Anyway, I'm writing you because I just joined a dating website. I don't know how you feel about online dating, but my opinion has always been that it's fucked up. Who needs to join a website to get laid who isn't in some way a fucking lunatic, right? I think that's the way it was in the beginning, but now it's becoming this phenomenal way of avoiding a cover charge and having to buy somebody a drink and just going right towards the chick you want. Nino! What's going on? My girl just walked in. Fucking brutal questions this week. You want to hear just the titles of these questions? Or just one in general? I guess it was just this one. Friend is going to be a dad trying to get him to kill it.
What?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
No, I already answered it. I just, you know that whole pro-choice thing? Are you pro-choice? The choice is really the woman's. You know?
Right.
If she wants to vacuum it out, like the Hoover's getting turned on. And if
Oh, my God.
What?
Could you not say it like that?
When a guy makes a joke like that, even though you've never had a kid, do you still feel a little quivering in there?
No, I do not.
No, you do not? What other disgusting question? You look really good.
Thank you.
You do. You want to help me with this one?
Guy from London needs dating advice about girl with STD. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So, anyways, so he always thought the online dating things were those online dating websites were just filled with a bunch of psychos because who can't just get laid? But at this point, I think it's
normal now.
Yeah.
It's totally normal now to do online stuff. It's not like, I don't think there's a stigma attached to it anymore. Plenty of people do it.
Well, I think there's an STD attached to it. Let me read the rest of this. So I'd avoided it, being more than capable of hooking up in real life. But my problem is that for about 2 years now, that's all I've been doing. Hooking up, dating, meeting girls who never do that thing to me. Oh, nobody that he falls in love with. I feel like a husk. A 31-year-old, I don't know what that means. This guy's from London.
Okay.
I guess that means like the old guy at the bar. 31-year-old, and I'm dead inside. Oh, I see. He's dead inside. Because no girl can make me feel how I used to in the school playground. Oh, with the first crushes. The thing that makes you want to make pancakes in the morning for her, or walk through the park, or put on some Lionel fucking Richie. All I want to do is come home lately. All I want to do after I come lately is wash her off my dick and bounce her out. Yep, I've been there. Which is no way to live. What? Nia, I banged a lot of broads before I met you, and that was the thing. You were like, the second you did, you jumped up. You said, "Hang on a second, let me." You acted like you were getting something for her, and you went in there, and she figured it out when she heard the sink was on too long that you had your dick in the sink and you were washing it off. I used to take the hand fucking soap and just fucking act like I was jerking off with soap.
All right.
And that's why I have the clean cock I have today. All right, plowing ahead. The thing that makes you want to... Okay, which is no way to live. I'm actually a romantic guy. I cry at Disney movies. Oh, Jesus, dude, I don't want to read this shit. I want to fall in love again. This sounds like lyrics to a Lionel Richie song. It's 2011. People join these sites, so I made a profile. Anyways, this is a fucking long-ass email.
Why don't we skip to where he meets somebody?
Okay, so anyways, he's on this fucking website. Anyway, after 2 weeks, I'm probably thinking about shutting down the profile. The only notable exception so far being a divorcee who does yoga. She invites me to a bar. We have a drink. She complains of being tipsy and needing to drive. I ask what she wants to do. She corks up the bottle and takes me back to her place and literally takes a run at me. It was nuts, too, kind of seedy, like she'd watched some porn after the split with her husband, decided that was the way the world was now, and decided to emulate it for real. So I'm banging a mature, granted, pretty hot mature, woman who's looking at me with this angry look on her face, that porn star fuckface thing that makes me feel uneasy already. While saying things like, "Do you like that? Huh? That dick is nice and warm in my pussy, huh? Jesus Christ. Are you gonna blow your nuts right inside this pussy? Yeah." And she's saying it with the English accent too. That's fucking hilarious. And I'm just feeling a bit sad inside as I nod.
Oh my God.
Anyways, this is the thing. I meet this girl, 26, beautiful, and I mean beautiful. She looks like a little elf or something. That just made it creepy. An angel, smoking, and she's smart, funny, kooky, but in a good hot way. Probably that dangerous, going to break your heart way too, but I'm a sucker for that. Anyway, we go for a walk around the zoo, not really giving a shit about the animals because we're too into each other. Like, hey, look, an aardvark. Oh, you have really pretty hair. It was great. I'm not a bad person after all. My heart is beating again for this girl. I feel happy. Where's the STD thing here?
It's coming.
All right, so we leave the zoo, go to the bar for a kiss. It's amazing. Electricity. Then she goes, I've got to tell you something. Oh, Jesus. Here we go. Here we go. You got to admit, at that point, you were worried that she had a dick, right? There's something I have to tell you. I have 3 nipples, and I'm married to 7 different men in Iraq, which is the sentence you don't want to hear on a first date, blah, blah, blah. So anyways, oh, no. I just looked ahead. Oh, Jesus, brace yourself. I look at her and I say, go on. And she goes on to tell me that a few months ago, she was seeing some guy who went down on her. And it turns out he had a cold sore on his mouth. And now she has herpes. Ugh. So she's got an incurable STD that can be passed on at any point. What do I do about that? Obviously, I get the hell out. I should be running as far from her pussy as I can, right? But I like her. I haven't liked anyone like this for a long time, but I also never had a disease. I look at my shit in that I look after my shit in that way, so I'm in a dilemma. I like her, but she's damaged. She's a bit of a skank.
Why?
In the past, possibly, but she did the right thing and laid that on the table for me. What should I do? I'm clouded right now. How much I'm attracted to her. I need your help, Bill. Yeah, you get the fuck out.
What?
Get out.
Your advice is to get out?
Yeah, you'll meet another girl, dude. You don't need to do that. Listen, she fucked up. You didn't fuck up.
Whoa.
No. I'm saying my shit.
She didn't fuck up. Someone gave her an STD. It can happen
Nia,
to anybody.
you don't know how she got the STD. That's just the story she told.
Well, either way, like, that shit happens. It's not like, A, it's not a death sentence, and B, you shouldn't judge people because they have an STD.
Let me ask you. Let me ask you a question.
She takes all her meds. She is on top of it and makes sure that, she doesn't have any breakouts. And if she does what she needs to do. And they use protection the entire time. And he goes to his doctor and consults about, listen, my girlfriend has this. I don't want to catch it. What can we do? And
or he finds someone with a clean pussy that makes his heart go pitter-patter.
I don't think it's right to be like, no, stay away from her because she has herpes. Because it's like, people have STDs. It's not
Listen, if you want to find the right person in life, you got to be selfish. Okay? And I don't know anybody who has on the list when they think of their soulmate. Nobody has herpes.
No, of course not. In an ideal world, you're both clean.
Yeah, in an ideal world, you don't have sores on your genitalia.
I know, but sometimes that shit happens. And like,
No. This is what they need to do. They need to have a herpes social network. And people can just meet each other on the herpes social network.
And they can just pass it back and forth to each other. And
they don't have to worry about it. Yeah, and then they can go halvesies on their herpes meds. And it's all good.
No
halvesies. Then it's all good.
I don't think halvesies is good.
I'm preaching STD segregation.
I'm preaching STD.
Separate but equal social website.
I think it should be tolerance. And I think he should talk to her about it. She probably knows everything that she needs to do in terms of medication.
I think you're full of shit. I think if the guy had sores on his dick, you'd be like, girl, and you start rolling your head like you're on a talk show. No. You need to get out that shit.
No, I wouldn't. If you really like the guy or girl, then you should just talk about it, What do they say, like, in Manhattan, like, 1 in 3 people has an STD now? Please don't quote me on that. I could be wrong. But something insane where, like, STDs are, like, through the roof. So, obviously, you should do everything in your power to protect yourself. But, again, he's also just dating this girl. He doesn't have to sleep with her right away.
Then there's no fucking point. There's no fucking point as a guy.
See how it goes, and
let me finish. There's no point in being. There's no point in being with the woman unless you're gonna bang. There's no fucking point.
Well, I understand that, but they could have like an open conversation about it. They could go to the doctor together. They can have a mature, open line of communication about it.
Look, I'm not. If you feel like this girl is the one, then I mean that's pretty powerful. The fact that she has herpes and you're still being like, but
exactly. And
easy.
Up and down fucking Camden Street. Or
yeah, and he's been careful. He's been careful.
Yeah,
he kept his breastplate on. He fucking had his he had his condom on.
Anyone can catch an STD, especially through oral sex, because how many people are using condoms when they go down on a guy, and how many people are using dental dams? Nobody.
All right, can I give some one night?
Shit happens. So if you're gonna be doing that kind of stuff, yes, one needs to be aware that could happen.
All right, I'm gonna give some one night stand advice from a dirty, filthy old man. All right.
I haven't had a one night stand in 7 years.
So what?
What do you know?
So what?
So you've forgotten all about it. You don't have it anymore. You're done, baby. I got you. It's over.
All right, wait a minute. This is what you do. One of the first things you want to do is you want to romance it. So you get out your George Michael cassette tape. No, this is the thing. Okay, certain things don't change. Certain things don't change. Okay, one night stand. You never, ever, ever repeat ever go down on somebody. You don't do anything. Okay. I don't even kiss them. One night stand, you go in, you talk shit, you pull their fucking hair, you bend them over, and you put on a condom, and you bang them. That's what it is. What am I, trying to fucking be a gentleman? We're here to fuck. We are fucking. You do it just the way prostitutes do it. That's why prostitutes, there's no fucking kissing anything. Just you want to bang me, put a condom on, and you just do the act. You don't try to sit there and impress them.
What do you mean impressive?
You put on gardener gloves, you finger pop them a little bit.
You are disgusting. And this isn't helping this guy at all. I'm
trying to help other guys. Don't ever go down on a woman you don't know. Ever. You shouldn't do it ever, and you should wait until you guys are in a serious relationship and then have her get tested and make sure that you're not going down on a goddamn sewer. Yeah, the same thing with women. Guys, guys stick their dicks? Half of them joined frats. They had a fucking ox at some point or some sort of farm animal. You never. Oral sex is for someone you're in love with. I don't give a shit if you're fucking into it. You don't do it, okay? So you can avoid something like this. So this is what I would say. Listen, if you think this girl's the one, then I was just trying to be funny there. By all means, I guess, do it. But you're also early. Shh. You said it. You already said it. I don't need to say it again. People heard it. There's a rewind button. I'm an hour. Well, go grab a mic. They're right there in the closet. Yeah, why don't when you walk in here, just come in with a mic and be prepared for the gig. Yeah, don't ever go down on somebody in a one-night stand. I really need to make that into a bumper sticker. Last question. If he really likes, I said it, if he really likes her, then definitely pursue it. But, also, do you want to deal with this shit? You also got to understand that you fall in and out of love with somebody in a relationship. And when you're falling out of love with them, when you're really getting mad, you're going to be thinking herpes shit. You fucking cold sore fucking motherfucker. You're going to be thinking crazy shit.
Exactly. Just don't, if you're going to pursue her or whatever, don't be using that as in your back pocket to throw in her face. Because like I said, anyone can get an STD at any time. It doesn't mean you're a slut or you're a dirty guy that does a bunch of stuff irresponsibly. Sometimes shit happens. It's life.
And other times you're a filthy fucking whore, a man whore or a female whore. And what you do is you got to listen to you. When you got an STD, you're fucking damaged goods. So you got to come up with the fucking story. This girl one time told me she had herpes. She told me she had it on her knee. What? She said she was in a hot tub. She told me she was in a hot tub. Someone in there had it. She scraped her knee and she just got it on her knee. And as long as she didn't, and there's quadrants of nerves, and as long as she didn't stress, it wouldn't fucking move. And gradually, she starts telling me more of the story, and it magically moved up to her fucking vajayjay. Yeah, she had fucking genital herpes, and she didn't fucking tell me. Fortunately, I wore a goddamn condom. And the second she told me the knee story, I was like, shoving off the buffalo. Everybody, if you're out there, that you run into shit. Okay, but that's why you always wear a fucking condom. Always. And yes. And there's a lot of guys out there who can't fucking maintain a fucking erection because they're so used to raw dogging that if you put that on, it feels like they're wearing a winter coat. All right? This is what you got to do. Don't jerk off for a few days and then try it. because then you just be psyched anything is even remotely touching you down there. Or rub one out with a condom. Just get used to it. It sucks, but I'm telling you, it's got to be nothing worse than fucking waking up and having that shit, you know?
Of course, it's terrible, and she probably feels really bad and embarrassed about it. So it's like, I don't know.
And she could also be lying how she got it. She could be like him. She could have been a fucking whore, going out banging everything, and that's how she got it.
Yeah, and you're right. And people need to take responsibility. If you get herpes, you need to take like 50% of it. You're 100% right. But I'm just saying, I would just feel bad if someone was like, "Oh, I have herpes," and nobody, wants to be with me, even though I'm trying.
I know you're right. I'm trying to be funny. I'm not trying to be funny, but I'm also trying to give this guy some good advice. Some good advice. You don't have to settle in life, but if you feel like this person's the one, then definitely pursue it. But don't be fucking just sitting there. The worst way to go into a relationship is if you feel bad for somebody. I feel bad. I want to help them. It's fucking pathetic. You don't want to do that shit. You want someone who's your equal, or if not, aim fucking. That's what I was telling this kid. He wanted to go to a prom. I go, fucking definitely go to your prom and ask some girl that you think's out of your league. That's how you improve your life. You shoot hard. How the fuck did I end up with you?
Huh? I'm definitely out of your.
No, I had low self-esteem that night, and I was just like, fuck it. No, I'm just